Good evening, guys. Those of you viewing on Facebook, at home, thank you so much for inviting me to your homes. It's Christmas, so compliments of the season to you and your family. And to start off the Christmas season, I think growing up as a child, the biggest thing for Christmas was cleaning the homes, changing the curtains, scrubbing those mats. And then for some people now, you decorate the homes and then the homes are not clean. So we want to go back a couple of years in St. Lucia's tradition in terms of Christmas, because if the house is dusty, Santa Claus is not going to come. And to help us clean up those homes this Christmas season, we have none other than Dr. Thecla Lewis here. So we can dive into the cleaning of the houses for Christmas and get some tips on how to use the best detergents and what direction to go for Christmas in terms of cleaning. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Thank you so much for agreeing to be here. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
I'm loving your shades.
Oh, thanks.
Your glasses, sorry.
It's glasses, yes.
Dr. Lewis, tell us, Christmas is coming. With your experience and your knowledge, just growing up, what was it like just cleaning for Christmas? Forget you as a business person. What was it like?
Okay, so growing up as a child, cleaning was mandatory at Christmas time. Of course, you had to clean the entire house. So everything came out to clean and to relocate in the house. And of course, the mali was the last thing to put down.
Oh God, the smell. You say mali and the smell of the mali.
The smell of the mali, it was nostalgic. Anytime you smell mali, you know it's Christmas time.
Definitely.
So as children, we had no choice. You have to clean, and of course, we started with a wooden house. And wooden houses are not always easy to clean because you have to go in the crevices and make sure you don't see no cockroach eggs or no spiders.
Oh God, that means your mother was a very detailed cleaner.
Very detailed cleaner. And you see, 50 years or 50-something years later, I didn't realize now I would be in the cleaning consulting career.
Can you imagine?
Would you imagine?
Like what you learned then, it actually enhances you now.
It really resonates now. It enhances part of what I do now. So it was very important to clean. And I look back 50-something years ago as a child growing up, as far as I can remember, when I was 5, 6. So that's 55 years ago. Our parents' cleaning started from the ceiling to the floor. Not even realizing in the academic world, in the world of cleaning, that's what you learn. You start cleaning from the ceiling to the floor.
Ah, interesting.
So you bring down the dust and then you take it all out. So as a child, you should see us, they had this broom, the long local broom. So you have that, you can barely balance it, but your parents want to teach you. Or sometimes as kids, you're curious, they're doing, so you want to help. And we would be dusting from the ceiling, the jalousie windows.
That's the wooden
windows for ventilation coming into the house. Right, jalousie. And then you coming down to the louvers. So you dust in and then you wipe. But then my mother was a clean freak. So you're not just wiping the louvers. My father would take out every one of the blades and you would be cleaning and then they would fit it back. And you cannot break one because you'll not get your Christmas toys.
At all.
So you have to be very meticulous with the glass. And, that was what cleaning was for us. And on Christmas Eve was a big cleaning,
Yeah, and it's almost like they're doing a whole X-ray of the house. They have to take out everything.
And by that time, the cleaning going on, but the food cooking outside, they're on the coals.
You're taking the smell and then
you're taking the smell. Confused. You cannot eat anything until the cleaning is done.
Wow. For me, one of the things now, growing up, when you used to clean, to be honest, sometimes I was cleaning around the refrigerator, around the sofa. But with my mom, you had to lift that sofa and shift the fridge. It's almost like when you're changing house, Dr. Lewis. That's when all the dust,
right,
where all that dust come from. Because it's almost like it's almost like you was not cleaning your house because there's so much dust that was hiding beneath your refrigerator, your stove, and
your
stuff
dresser,
like that. Yes, definitely.
Cabinet.
Yeah. As somebody in the cleaning business, what does the dust do to us as a human being if we have all those dust accumulating in the space?
Okay, don't forget dust floats in the air. That's what we call air pathogens. And those air pathogens can come with several different communicable diseases, viruses that spread. For example, Persons only wait at Christmas time to clean. Now, you cannot compare now with before. Before, don't forget, houses were well ventilated. We didn't have the issue of climate change where you have different climatic seasons coming at a time when you would have expected one. For example, you would know as a child growing up, rainy season was around June to November. February, March, April, all that was Kawem season, everywhere dry. Now you have rain in the dry season.
Yes.
So it's unpredictable. But in those days, we did not really battle with Sahara dust. We didn't have these things.
No.
It's like you expect a dry season, you have your dirt houses, you sweep around your house, but persons would clean inside their little houses. We didn't have these big, humongous houses with all those modernized furniture, some of them fixtures that you cannot even move.
Yes.
So now we have to combat with those dusty areas. And again, if persons understand cleaning the home is from the ceiling down, they will not have a problem. When you just sweep around the fridge, around the chairs, the air accumulates and it settles somewhere and it continues to come down. Now, in times like the flu season, persons can get flu from their very home because we have bad practices. For example, you come from school, work, wherever, you walk in your house with your shoes.
Oh my God.
So you bring all the dust, the bacteria, you pick up the dead frog that was on the road, the rat that pee somewhere you didn't realize, the dog that defecates somewhere, you walk on the road, you don't know what you walk on, the mucus, and you walk into your house.
And at that time, you're wondering, but where did you get the
Where
flu?
did you get
Nobody
that?
now
Because
has a flu.
nobody has it. You have a good diet, your nutrition is on point, you take your vitamin C, but yet still you get the flu, you get any little thing that run in, you get it. It's the cleaning practices with our homes.
I think so.
So dust, we can get so many things from dust. I mean, it can cause COPD.
You serious? Oh, I thought it was only from smoking.
No,
That's
there are
interesting.
different asthma.
Well, I know
Because don't forget, dust carries different particles,
yeah.
airborne particles. So you don't know what's in the air. You can get tuberculosis. So you can get several things just from the dust that accumulates. And for some people, it affects their sinus.
Definitely.
So you can get all these, any disease where it goes through your respiratory system.
And
You can get some dust.
When you just come from work or you in the city and you just take that same outfit and you just sit on your bed. I always think that
Or sit on your chair. No, take it out.
Yes, because
You don't know what it has accumulated.
Exactly, and you go to bed and you inhaling all that
Oh, yes.
bacteria. So it's almost like you sit on the bed, then you go and shower and you're coming back to the dirty bed.
the
So
dirty
it's
bed.
almost like it did not even make no sense.
I could remember as a child growing up, you cannot walk into the house with your shoes. You have to leave your shoes by the door. And if you want to bring your shoe inside because it's nice and new, you have to wash it with the piece of cloth that they would leave for you by the little pipe outside.
Imagine you saying that.
And you wash your shoes and you come inside because you're bringing these diseases to your home.
I did a client house last year and she's like, hi. She's like, do you mind? And she had a cupboard by the door.
Yes,
So
to
you
put
had
our shoes.
extra slippers, so you had to change.
Yeah,
And I was like,
if you
wow,
cannot
this
walk
is
barefooted.
interesting. Yes. Yeah. But I think it's a good practice because it's funny. We just take it in as dust. So even for me, I learned something here today.
It's a health practice. When I started working with my husband at Lewis Industries, one of the first things I figure, okay, you cannot work with an institution if you don't understand the culture of the organization and what really works when it comes to cleaning. That's when I realized cleaning was health. You clean for health. You don't just clean for clean because you want to maintain your health. Doesn't make sense. You go to the gym every morning. You have a real nice diet. You take all your supplements and you're okay, and you still have bad practices. Bad practices. How do you clean? What do you clean with? Do you walk into your house with your shoes? I did a video on keeping your shoes out. Don't come into your house. If there were over 1 million viewers in 1 month of producing that video on Lewis Industries with Facebook and Instagram. So some of the practices that we have in cleaning are bad, and we need to make sure that we adopt it well.
Guys, we'll be right back. Remember what Dr. Lewis said. We're cleaning for health, and that's very important. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Dr. Lewis, thank you again. I mean, I just feel so good sitting next to you. So I think by the time I leave here, I need to go and buy 2 bass brooms and scrub down my house. Dr. Lewis, tell us. I think when we spoke years ago, I mean, every time I meet you, always somebody I like to speak to because I learn a lot because you speak and you're very informative and you're very confident when you speak. How did you transition from into the fashion business and whatever industries you was in before into the cleaning business? How was the transition for you?
It was an easy transition. Actually, I transitioned from fashion to consultancy. I recognized I had that love for imparting knowledge, for allowing people to understand for their personal and professional development. So that's where I transitioned from. And of course, when I met my husband, he had a cleaning business. I felt, well, okay, I can use my consultancy skills, my training skills to change the mindset of how people see cleaning. For example, at Lewis Industries, don't call our employees cleaners. They are cleaning technicians.
I love that.
Because we teach them the science of cleaning. What is the difference in cleaning a wooden floor, a tile floor, and a carpeted floor?
Yeah.
You do not use the same tools. You do not use the same cleaning solutions. You treat them differently. We teach them the effects of cleaning products. For example, off-the-shelf cleaning products and how it can affect. There are cleaning products that can give your kids eczema, cleaning products that can give you respiratory illnesses, and of course, people mix and match cleaning products. So they just mix.
So basically what you're telling me, you need to, if you're using Sharmark brand, you need to stick to that brand, so?
Not necessarily. When I talk about mixing and matching, people take bleach and they mix it with dishwashing liquid. If you ever mix bleach to any dishwashing liquid, the color changes.
Yeah, definitely.
Once the color changes, there is a chemical reaction. Once there is a chemical reaction, that means something happened. What is the scientific part? We're not scientists. We're not lab technicians. Yet still we mix.
I think growing up, my mother used to say, put coupe foyer and buy salad. You know, if the tender girl give you that box there to cut the grease from the containers and stuff like that.
Now, that was okay in those times. Because before, you use bleach in your house, you use bleach to wash, and you use bleach to wipe the tappy. Don't forget it was not tile or granite cupboards. And then you had all that ventilation. So there was an opportunity for the smell to evaporate. But now with all our closed houses and our air-conditioned facilities and our high glass panes, we use these products and then it keeps the saturation inside. And then it affects us. For example, vinegar is good to clean, but it's high in acidity.
Okay.
You cannot just use it on any surface. Okay. Use vinegar on your floors and you see your grout starting to have potholes.
Oh,
and then you don't understand, but how the grout have potholes? Because you're using acid on the grout.
So before we use something, we need to do some research.
We need to do some research, find out, is it possible? For example, people put bleach in their toilet bowl. You're killing all the bacteria
I know that for sure.
in your septic tank. And then when you kill it, all those enzymes are dead. And then that fume come back into your house and you inhaling it. You know how much bacteria you inhaling through your airspace?
So basically what you're saying there, Dr. Lewis, in case I have my house, another business, and I just want some information, they can call the company and have to pay for a consultation just to get that kind of advice you give.
We do not charge persons for those types of consultations. Okay. If they want to know what products should they use, we would advise them on the products.
Because they can buy the products from you.
Right.
Ah, okay.
Because at Lewis Industries, we only use green products. We use products that are EPA certified. EPA means Environmental Protection Agency. And it's online under the CDC website, EPA. You would see list N. If you just put Environmental Protection Agency on Google, it gives you the site. You see list 10 products and it tells you what types of products you use for hospitals, what types of products you use for schools, what types of products you use in a canteen, what products you use in a spotting facility. But here people just use anything anywhere. Bleach, ultimate cleaner.
And so basically I like what you say there, using those products you see there, because you have an establishment with so many different types of persons, different allergies and stuff like that. So using those products will ensure when you clean my desk and I come in the morning, I'll get a nice, fresh environment.
Right. And a lot of the products do not have a smell, because it doesn't mean that when it smells sweet, it's good.
That's what I think. That's what that working on is. One with the fragrance from the smell from the product, think that one is a good one, and then sometimes you clean and the smell of the bleach sometimes stay for hours.
For hours, and some persons are allergic to it. And again, don't forget, bleach exhumes fumes.
And actually change the texture of your hands, though.
It changes the texture of your respiratory organs as well. People have migraine headaches. They don't know where they get it from. You know, they have respiratory diseases, lung infection, all types of things. So and I say people must read. They don't read. They just use. Or bleach, yes, ultimate cleaner. Prostrate. Before I actually indulged into understanding the world of cleaning and actually doing certification and licensure courses so that I can become a trainer for the cleaning industry and the protocols and the standards, I used to use bleach as random. And then, but don't forget, ignorance of the law is no excuse. And also the Bible says, without knowledge, the people perish. When I got that knowledge, I felt it was necessary to share and to let persons know. So, of course, we do training for different companies who uses their own cleaning technicians, but we give the comfort to the companies that employ our services that when we clean for you, we do not expect you to have mold unless you have a situation that brings the mold. Exactly. For example, if you have an open roof or a concrete roof that's not sealed, it's a big thing because of the climate change, where we build, how we build. When people build, they don't build for mold. Yeah. High glass pane, air condition during the day, especially in some offices, when they leave, they turn it off. So you have two different atmospheric pressures fighting with each other. Sometimes wherever the AC unit is installed, the condenser unit drops the evaporated water in the walls. That's what mold likes, evaporation.
I was supposed to move my fabric store to a bigger location, but somebody tell me, do an air quality.
So you must do an air quality test.
Do that test. And then guess what? The place had so much mold and the walls had so much moisture. And she was like, no, that and the fabric.
Oh, that would kill your fabric.
Yes, definitely. And I said, my God,
fabric.
The stuff might just die in my account.
Oh, yes. And
so it's interesting.
People get ill in places that do not take care of their cleaning services. Some persons do not want to spend money on the right cleaning product. They buy anything. A few months ago, I heard the Bureau of Standards recalling a particular disinfectant. It was smelling sweet, it was smelling nice, but it was a recall because it had some bacteria in it.
Wow. So something like bleach, when you're using it, let's say if I want to use it on my countertop, is it just safe to at least dilute it with some water instead of using it straight?
You have to dilute it. And if you're going to use it in any area, make sure the area is ventilated. So the fumes of the bleach do not go and stick in your ceiling or on your walls that you will be breathing in.
Oh, wonderful. We'll be right back. I mean, the topic got very interesting. I think I need a notebook. We'll be right back. Welcome back. If you're joining us, please don't forget to like our page on Facebook. And I have Dr. Lewis here with me, and then it's very interesting because we're talking about cleaning, and I think cleaning is a very big thing, not only for Christmas, but in general. But today we're just highlighting Christmas because we know we love Christmas, but we want a clean atmosphere, and we want to kill Santa Claus with the fumes, as Dr. Lewis said. We want when Santa Claus come, he can drop those gifts, and we can have a Merry Christmas. Dr. Lewis, tell us, what cleaning tips would you have for St. Lucians or persons just viewing the program for the Christmas season that would help them to enhance their space?
Okay. First, persons should have a cleaning protocol for their homes or their offices. It is necessary to do a deep cleaning, not once a year. At least twice a year, if you want to watch your pocket. But ideally, it should be every 3 months. When you clean, start from the ceiling. Dust your ceiling, dust all your adjacent walls, and come down. When you come down, if that dust, then you start to wipe anything that was in the way from the ceiling to the floor. And then you sweep everything outside. And then you can mop. If you have wooden furniture, use wooden polish. There are wooden polish, right. Yes. It is important. Furniture polish. Finish, yes. It gives a nice finish.
Can I ask
If
you a
you
question? Sorry, as you say, wooden finish. I realize most wooden polish has a citrus
smell,
smell. Why is that?
I guess to keep away little
Okay, I
insects.
always think there's a
Yes,
lemon or something on the
little
bottom.
insects.
Okay, okay, interesting.
Yes. So you use furniture polish for your wooden furniture. Use glass cleaner for your glass. People use bleach and all kinds of things on glass, and sometimes
It leaves
the mirror,
the mark of the chamois or whatever, so
right,
it's not
whatever they use,
clean.
it's not clean.
No,
So use a glass cleaner for your glass. Use a toilet bowl cleaner for your toilet bowl.
yeah.
Bleach is not the ultimate. Don't just pour bleach in the
Funny enough, you
toilet
say in
bowl.
toilet bowl. In terms of cleaning, at what point do you clean the toilet? Is the toilet supposed to be the last thing to clean? Because I mean, in terms of bacteria, you don't want to clean the toilet first and then afterwards go and clean the kitchen.
Okay, so let me tell you how you can avoid doing that. Persons should have color-coded cloths for their areas to clean.
I like that.
A special color for your toilet. So you can say you want to use a pink chamois or whatever you want to use, that's for your toilet. You will have orange, red, yellow, whatever, that is for your kitchen. And the general area of the house, you use a different color. So you do not have cross-contamination. Because imagine you wiping the toilet bowl, the sink, where people do all sorts of stuff, and you're in the kitchen wiping your cupboard. You're cross-contaminating. You're not cleaning.
But Dr. Lewis, sometimes, as much as what you're saying, they're making a lot of sense, but sometimes they don't even use the gloves or to switch gloves because they figure their home is my house. They use their hands. Some people use their hands in it because they figure it's their toilet bowl, and then they just maybe go and touch that different color cloth and they
contaminate. So that's why they should, if you're going to clean your toilet, you're alone in your home. Of course, just for hygiene, you can use your gloves to clean your toilet. But don't go outside with the gloves. Leave it right there in the cupboard, the little cupboard under the sink.
In a little bucket or something.
In a little bucket or something. Don't bring it out. If you cannot afford the cloths and these old towels you have, make sure you have different color old towels or cut them a different shape so you know that they do not leave. Because you do not have to have an expensive lifestyle to clean a healthy life,
Definitely.
It's just your mindset and how you plan to ensure that your cleaning would reflect your health.
I like that.
Very, very important.
What's up with the bathroom, Dr. Lewis? I find most times you go in person's bathroom, you're feeling like the bathroom attacking you. Yes,
I
I don't know if it's the soap muck on the wall.
Because people don't clean their bathroom. You have to take out your own laquas, clean it, clean the sides, the panes of inside of the bathroom. Take out all the clutter. The shampoo almost finished. Throw the bottle. Don't pour water in it and leave it there. Too much clutter. And the specifically in cleaning, you remove to clean. Don't leave the settee chair there. If the settee chair too heavy, leave it at court. Buy something that you can move because you cannot clean around it. If you clean and you do not remove the things, especially we're doing the deep cleaning for Christmas, you're going to get the dust going to come and attack you. It's going to be there in your face. You're going to be breathing it. You're going to be sleeping with it. So you have to move. Don't just pass the wrong surface cleaning.
So what is the best advice, especially for the bedroom? I think the bedroom is very sensitive because that's where you sleep at night. Especially if you have a health condition. I think now we have a lot of people going for dialysis and stuff like that.
Right.
What is the best thing you say if somebody going for any medical condition that they should clean with?
They have to use cleaning products that do not have any scent. That's what you call neutral cleaners.
Almost like the soaps that don't have scent.
Right.
Some soaps
they are neutral cleaners, so those persons will not be, because sometimes whatever chemicals they put in the smell sometimes can be to our own detrimental health. And do not forget the producers, of course, everybody out to make money in business.
Definitely.
Not every company that have a corporate social responsibility about your health.
Cigarette company alone not telling you don't smoke is dangerous.
They alone. Nobody else will not tell you don't use that chemical because it may affect your respiratory system.
And I think, as you said earlier on, I think we need to do our own research because the products in itself, they have a huge marketing team where they pay thousands of dollars to market those products. So they will show you on television what the products do. Some of them might not work. So sometimes you need to do your own research to ensure that you're using the products that are going to enhance your space.
Many people do not know that a lot of the soap powders affect their washing machines. the best product to put in a washing machine is soap liquid.
Liquid soap. Wow.
But wherever they get the soap powder, they don't care. It doesn't matter what type. It's cheap. They just pour it, and then they kill the life of their washing machine.
Now, I came across that thing they call blue wash. I think for your colored clothes, and I love it. I think it does. So, funny enough, talking about washing machines, in terms of cleaning, they say sometimes you can use vinegar, just fill up the machine with water to take out the lint if you don't have a front load. You think that works?
I'm not sure. I've never done it because
I find that top.
I wouldn't put vinegar in my washing machine because it's too high in acid. It's high in acidity. So I wouldn't put it in the washing machine because there may be components of the washing machine that will not react very friendly to acid.
Now it's funny that they have all these DIY little clips you see on YouTube, TikTok,
so don't forget to
follow it. And sometimes it maybe works for a couple of seconds.
Everybody puts up a DIY. Doesn't mean that the DIY works. Because don't forget, some persons, they look for followers. That's how they make their little money. The more followers they have, the better. So we have to use wisdom. We have to do research, find out what best works for us, for our health, not just to say that we clean.
Well, Dr. Lewis, before we wrap up, I must say thank you so much for being here. I think it was very informative.
Yes,
I hope we inspire solutions, the females out there, the men out there, the business places out there. So are you all on is Lewis Industries? What is your...
We are on Facebook. We have a website that tells you about cleaning. We have our Facebook. We have Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice,
so we very much up to...
Well, if a diva like you, you have to be up to the party.
Oh, yes, definitely. You have to.
I like that.
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to leave with us before we wrap up?
Yes. The Christmas cleaning, the big hoo-ha, folks, remember, start from your ceiling, come down to your floor, wipe all your adjacent walls, your vertical walls, your horizontal spaces. Do not just pass around, pull things, wipe under it, ensure that you use the right cleaning tools for your wooden floors. Do not have them up with water because you're going to be doing two things: bringing in mold in your house and rotting your wood.
Oh, nice.
For your concrete floors, of course, you're going to use your string mops. And for your rugs, do not use a broom because you use the broom and you're going to be spreading the dust all over the house.
Wow.
Use a vacuum. And there are some real reasonable cost vacuums. Some of you do not have to throw out the settee chairs and the sofas. Lewis Industries can clean them for you, make them look like when you first bought them from Courts.
So you do a deep cleaning.
So you do a deep cleaning on the sofas, on the rugs, on the carpets. Yes, that's what we call upholstery cleaning.
Well, Dr. Lewis, thank you so much. So as they say, cleanliness
is next to godliness. Yes.
So I hope you take these tips and I hope it enhance your home for the Christmas, and then you can put up your beautiful curtains and your decoration. Thank you for viewing. Catch us on Facebook and we have a repeat on Sunday. Thank you so much.